Hey, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and I wanted to show you how to make this card using the baby wipe technique. You can get this fall leaf color, the different color effect from using baby wipes, and I've seen a lot of videos out there on YouTube, and I figured I'd give it a try. So I am using two stamp sets today. The Pick a Pumpkin, I stamped some of these pumpkins, and I stamped them in Calypso Coral, and then I cut them out with the dies that go with them. So this little one, this one, and this one. And I really like this. You can put faces on your pumpkins if you want. I didn't do that. And then I used the leaves and the Adirondack chair from one of my favorite sets. It's Colorful Seasons and Seasonal Layers. So here's the Adirondack chair. And I cut that out of the wood texture designer series paper. So there's all these different beautiful realistic wood textures. It's double-sided. You've seen me make some other projects with this. And then the leaves, I took the stamp, this little one, and I cut it out with um, the die that goes with it. So I want to show you, I've already done a lot of the cutting, but I want to show you how to get this effect. And I'll show you that, and then I've already cut my leaves out. I'm also using this paper, the layer, and let me just pull this in. This is all my prep work, and that is from this Color Theory. Just have everything piled up next to me. This designer series paper, it's Color Theory, and it has all different kind of, I don't know, speckly, but then there's some that are just, I think I've used my blue mostly, but there's some green ones too, and this is the last of this color, and this color is crushed curry, so I thought it was a nice fall color, and I just knocked all my leaves down, so give me 1 second. Oh, and my chair. Okay, so when I picked up that card, I kind of dropped everything. Sorry about that. So let me put this aside. We're going to get right to the coloring of the leaves. So what I'm using is my silicone mat to protect my surface. You could probably use anything that won't absorb, probably even wax paper. And then I'm going to use some baby wipes. So I have a couple of baby wipes. I'm going to take two out. And you could use any baby wipes. I mean, it doesn't have to be Pampers. I think you could use, dollar store or whatever you have local. And you'll fold it in half. And then you'll fold another one in half just to give it some thickness here. And I'm using the ink refills. So I'm using Calypso Coral. And I'm just going to put some drops in here, and it kind of drops out fast, faster than I expected. And I'm just going to drop them, leaving space between because I'm going to put other colors in there. I'm using Crumb Cake. I didn't have the colors I was hoping I had. I was looking for a green. I didn't have a green, so we're going to do Pool Party instead of the green. I have So Saffron. So I'm thinking like, an orange, a green, a yellow, and the crumb cake was just to give it, a little brownish. I was trying to get what the leaves are. So I know blue is not in a leaf color, but it seemed to work for me. So once you have this done, and you can make a ton of cards with this, or I should say a ton of leaves with it, you can then go ahead and get your white cardstock, Whisper White cardstock, and you're going to have your smaller leaf. You can use the bigger leaf as well, and you'll just press it down, absorb some of that ink, and press it straight down. Try not to, fudge it. So isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's just all different colors. So if you press down in another area, you're going to get a different look. And every leaf will really come out differently. So let me just do a few more. I mean, I just think they're gorgeous. And you just keep going. And really, you can make a ton of these leaves. Just try to go straight up and straight down on this so that you're not, you know, mixing the colors together, because you don't want them to turn brown. I think if you, you know, mix too many colors together, you could get a brown look. So let me just do one more. Now I'll cut these out and use them on a different project, but I think they're just beautiful. And again, every leaf is different, just like in nature. And you can also, I did another, when I was prepping for this, I did the bigger leaf. And this leaf, and I just kind of did it on this card with some smaller leaves. I mean, you could just go on and make a ton of cards, but what I did find also with this die that goes with this, you've got this intricate leaf here, and I cut one out, and you can just glue it right over. Isn't that beautiful? It's almost like a stained glass look. So I think this is a fun thing to do. It's very simple. So let me put this aside, and now we can put the card together. So as I said, I already did my die cutting, so I have my leaves, and see, these are, I made these, you know, in a different batch of ink, because I really wanted to show you the ink. So they are different than what I just did. Same colors, but different look. You know, there's more yellow in some of them. So it's pretty cool. And let's get the card going. So this is the card. I think the first thing I'm going to do is my stamping. And I took the Just Breathe from this set. They have some really nice, You Make Me Smile, Life is a Beautiful Thing, May All Your Tomorrows Be as Happy as Today. So I'm going to do the Just Breathe again. And it's kind of bigger than you would think. But I did this in Early Espresso to kind of coordinate with the card base and the chair. Love the Adirondack chairs. Some of my favorite. Could sit up in the Adirondacks right now in the fall and look at the leaves. Just beautiful part of New York State. People think New York is city, but there's a lot of beautiful mountains and lakes and rivers and things like that. It's absolutely gorgeous upstate. So let's see, we're going to just put this kind of toward the top center and press it down. Okay, and let me just close this up so we don't get ink on anything. And then I'm going to add, where'd my pumpkins go? I must have dropped my pumpkins too. Let me see if they're inside. Oh, there they are. They're inside. Oh, and you know what? Before I get rid of this, let me put a leaf on the inside. I did do some leaves here, so let me do that right on here. I'm going to pull this back. I didn't put it too far away. And let's get some leaves on the inside. So we'll do one, we'll do 3 of them again. I like 3s. You could put them anywhere on the inside of the card. Kind of like they're falling down. And I didn't put a sentiment in because I really don't know what I'm going to use this card for. So you can put any sentiment in, really. So let's now build our card together. I put some of the leaves down with the glue dots because I thought that would be pretty easy, and then I put the chair down with liquid glue and the pumpkins with the snail adhesive, but you can use any. So let's just kind of place things, see which side of the chair. I think I like this chair better, this side better. So I'm going to actually put this down with the glue dot and start on that side, and then put my chair down. So the glue dots are pretty easy. You just touch and it adheres it. It's two-sided, and put that down. I'm going to do my liquid glue for my chair. You can use the I have to open this up. You can use the fine tip glue, but I find there's enough wide spaces on this chair that I can use this glue, so it's not too bad. It's got the fine side too, so I'll just kind of go up and down here. Try not to blob it too much like I think I'm doing. We'll spread that out. Put some along here. It's just a light hand with this glue because you don't want it to ooze out too much. So we'll put a little more on here and some around here. Come on. Trying not to glue it, not to squeeze so hard. Okay. I think that's probably good. So let's put this down. I'm going to put it right next to the pumpkin. And I like to just put a clear block on it, just to set it in place, get everything going down together. And we'll put this on. I like to store my glue on the side. And then I'm going to just get some of these. I think I'm only going to do 5 of them. And I'll put glue dots on these while that's setting up. So I'll just get them all ready to go. These glue dots are great. Before Stampin' Up! Came out with them, I've always used them. Okay, so we'll put that aside. And now, whoops. We will use some snail to adhere these pumpkins. So right now we're just really putting everything together, and then we'll put the card base on and we should be all set. So let's get this big pumpkin here. Everything's kind of ducks in a row here. I think that's the kind of person I am, but you could do whatever you wanted. So I have some coming, kind of falling from the top, a couple in that way. And you could put a branch here. There is a branch with this stamp set. There's a cutout, this branch, and then there's a die for it. But I just figured maybe he's not sitting directly under the tree, he or she. And I'll put one right up there. And okay. Now, let me put this up a little higher. These glue dots really stick. So just kind of place them wherever. I don't want to get too carried away with it. So then we'll put this on the card base. I didn't do any layers here. I thought it was nice just against the early espresso. So we just kind of line this up, make sure it looks even all around. And that's good. And then we just put this on the inside and we are done. Pretty easy, and I really love the way these look. And it's such a, a simple thing to do. And again, you could just go on and make a ton of cards, or just put them on paper and cut them out at a later date. So I have one left over there. So these are the 2 cards, and I hope you enjoyed this, and give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. Okay? You have a good day. Take care. Bye.